just a word of level, please, gents. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Poached egg on toast.
Bacon and egg sandwich.
Sounds lovely.
It was.
So we're going to talk a little bit about why people should take that step and get into coaching, and what the benefits are, and what the downsides are, what the upsides are. But first of all, you as a pair, do you actually like each other, coach-athlete relationship?
Sometimes.
Well, we've been helping Rhys out since he was about 16, so it's like any relationship, it develops, you know. And we've spent a lot of time together because Rhys was in the Welsh playing for Wales, and I was the Welsh national coach. So we spent a lot of time together at international matches and tournaments. And so when Rhys turned pro, he asked if I would continue to help him, and you know, we'll do as long as he wants that relationship to continue.
What did you spot in potential then? Because you must have thought, well, there's a lot of there's a lot of improvement that can be made. What did your eye tell you about Rhys as a gifted athlete, or a hand-eye coordinated athlete? What did you see in Rhys?
It's always very difficult, you know. You just see something that shines, and obviously not everybody's got it. Whatever that little secret ingredient is, you just seem to spot it. You can see it in people, and I think the biggest thing is their own self-motivation. I think that's the big thing. Phil Jackson, the guy that did the Chicago Bulls, he was a manager. He said the only thing the player needs to bring to the table is their own motivation. And when you see that, and they've got hard work, and they've got ability as well, then they've got a great chance to become good at whatever discipline they're in.
Rhys, you've also, not everybody, a lot of people can spot talent with hindsight, but not everybody can do that. It takes a personality and a certain character to actually spot something, isn't it?
Yeah, it does, of course. You need as a playing a high level sport a big trust and reliance on your coach, and someone who knows what you do when you do well, and also what you do when you don't do well, so you can rectify that. And that's very important, and something that is very difficult to find, but also something when you've got hold of what you feel comfortable with, it's good to keep hold of it, I think. He's, yes, very softly spoken, like you said, but also very committed and very driven himself, and I think that's vitally important when you share common interests and common desires to do well in something. You need to be working in the right direction, and together I think we do that.
Does that include sort of abrasive sort of relationships sometimes when you're at the nitty-gritty end of your game?
It can do, yeah, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's how you can get the best out of yourself. I think sometimes you need to find out exactly where and why you're doing what you're doing and where it's coming from, and until that is ingrained in, sometimes it can be I don't know if it's a disagreement, but certainly something that pushes you towards getting better, and I think that's healthy, and I think that's really important, especially in a good coach-player relationship.
Since being involved with David, what would you say that you'd look back and say, thanks, David?
I think I've learned a lot from Di through his experience. He's played so much around the world and at an exceptionally high level himself, and has had tournament wins. And I think because we share that common desire to win tournaments and to exceed, then we can feed off ideas off each other, and say David can say he did certain things well in his career, and he can say he did certain things not so well. And I think that's really important for me in my progression going forwards, and learning where I can improve in my aspects of my game.
David said earlier that all the athletes need to bring to the table, or athletes must bring to the table, is that attitude. You obviously learn a lot about yourself when you're at the coalface where you are, high profile, high pressure wins. If you have to be honest, what sort of attitude do you bring? Do you feel you own?
Me, my attitude, I'd always say I'd like to try and be positive. I'd like to say I was fully committed and fully driven. I think those aspects are very important, and especially in golf, which is a long sport. It takes place over a number of hours and over a number of years as well. So it's long driven. You have to stay positive. You have to stay in your present, and you have to be, I think, committed and driven to do well, because there are a lot of good players out there, and I have a desire to try and be one of them and beat those players.
A lot of relationships like this have to be underpinned by an element of fun, I guess. Do you enjoy this? Do you two enjoy your personalities?
Well, I think so. You know, I mean, say, been helping Rhys since he was young. You know, he's always been a bit chopsy, and it's good. He said early on about you know, you have ideas, and when you throw the ideas, so he says something, and I can see it from a different point of view. And as you said, it's not sort of there's no arguments. You don't have rows, but what you do is you have you just exchange ideas, and we have a lot of fun doing that. I mean, and the fun thing for me is working hard, is going to hit golf balls. I mean, there's nothing better than standing on the practice ground, hitting golf balls, working hard, and he enjoys that, and I think that's where we get most of our fun from. To actually get into coaching, I think you first of all need a feeling that you want to help people. I don't call it coaching, I call it helping people. So I think you need to want to help people, and anyone who wants to help in golf, most of them come through the assistants program. They become assistants at golf clubs and they start coaching, and they get interested in it that way. But now the PGA have a system where it's called Level 1, and they go to schools and they're teaching any teacher, PE teacher or any teacher that wants to help kids, they give them a certain fundamental basic knowledge, and then they introduce the kids to the game and then pass them on to assistants and professionals when they get a bit better. It's a wonderful system.
Golf, compared to other sports, I guess, is very hands-on for kids. I can imagine being a real fun day to take a bag of balls and some clubs with some kids, because they can do it. They can just physically do it.
Well, they have a thing called snag golf and try golf, which is with they use Velcro and soft like tennis balls, and so when you get the kids of 4 and 5 can actually hit these things, that gives them a good basic interest in the game. And as they get older, you know, when they're 7 or 8, when they're strong enough to swing the golf club, you know, so now you can start very early and take them right through. And but the main thing is that they must have fun when they do it. Don't make it a chore. Make them have fun and enjoy it, and then it's a game for life then. And
finally, what are the rewards that you feel you get out of coaching? What rewards do you?
Well, when you with helping Rhys, it's obviously seeing him, helping him improve and achieve what he wants to do on the tour, win tournaments. And with the kids, when you start them off and you take them through, you know, from when they're 12, 14, all the way through, and some of them become professionals, it's just that you've helped them start something in life which is going to last a lifetime. But work with the kids really get you up in the morning, and then, as I said, working with Rhys, it's just helping him achieve what he wants to do.
Lovely. Thank you both.
Pleasure. Cool.
Right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Now we're going to go to work now.
That's good for me.